Good morning, students. How are you all? Hope you are fine with the grace of the Almighty God. So, students, now we already started the revision of chapter 18, and our topic of the chapter is Freedom of India. So, from today, you see, we will do the half part already, which is explained. From there, I'll start. And today, I will start with the Simon Commission, okay, which is page number 15. So, Sadid, read.
Simon Commission. Since there was a widespread unrest in India, the British introduced certain changes in their governance. As a result, a committee was formed under Sir Simon to make necessary modifications to the existing laws. However, as there was no Indian in the commission, people decided to boycott it. The commission came to India in 1929 and was greeted with demonstration and slogans of Simon Go Back. During one such demonstration, Lala Lajpat Rai was hit badly on his head and passed away from this injury. New leadership. A number of new leaders had come up in the interim. Rajendra Prasad, Abul Kalam Azad, Sarojini Naidu, Motilal Nehru, and Jawaharlal Nehru and Bala Pant assumed leadership roles. Some other names worth mentioning are Rajgopalachari and Chittaranjan Das. Dundee March. The British laws were unfair and unjust. One such law was the salt law, which did not allow the Indians to make salt from the seawater. Instead, the Indians had to purchase the salt from the British at a higher price. Gandhiji decided to defeat this law. He, along with his followers, walked 300 kilometers from Sabarmati Ashram in Ahmedabad to Dundee, a small village near the seashore in Gujarat. This journey was historically called the Dundee March. On reaching Dundee, Gandhiji and his followers broke the salt law by making salt.
Okay, now
There were lathi charges.
Mohammad Imran, you read.
Okay, sir. This journey was historically called the Dandi March. On reaching Dandi, Gandhiji and his followers broke the salt law by making salt. They were lathi charged. Many were injured, but they stood united in their resolve. This was the beginning of the civil disobedience movement. At the Lahore session of 1929, the Congress declared that it wanted complete independence from the British. This gave shape to the civil disobedience movement. The Dandi March had already motivated the people. The movement saw active participation from various parts of India. In the northwestern part of India, the movement was led by Khan Abdul Ghaffar Khan, who was also known as the Frontier Gandhi. Second World War and the Quit India movement. World War II broke out in 1939. The British decided to participate in the war and send Indian troops to fight. Without consulting the Indian leaders, on 8 August 1942, at the All India Congress Committee session in Mumbai, Gandhiji launched the Quit Indian movement. The next day, Gandhi, Nehru, and many other leaders were arrested. This injured the Indian people, and they held demonstrations all over India. Gandhiji called for a voluntary British withdrawal from India and gave the slogan "Do or Die." Thousands were injured and many were killed during the Quit India movement. Strikes were held in many places. The British suppressed many of these demonstrations by mass arrests, and more than 1 lakh people were put in jail. Women too participated in the movement in large numbers. The Quit India movement united the people of India, and after the World War II, the demand for complete independence became stronger. Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose. Netaji played a very important role in the freedom struggle. He became the president of the Congress twice. He was also sent to jail by the British a number of times. In 1941, he managed to leave India through Afghanistan. He was in Japan in 1943 and organized an armed struggle against the British from outskirts of the country. He formed the Indian National Army to free India from the British rule. The army also had a women's regiment named Rani Jhansi Regiment. The call Jai Hind was given by Netaji. India gains freedom. The British followed the policy of divide and rule to weaken the unity of the nation. The British government agreed to the demands of the Muslim League to divide India into two countries, India and Pakistan. It was in his speech as the first Prime Minister of independent India that Nehru uttered the wonderful words, "At the stroke of the midnight hour, when the world sleeps, India will awake to life and freedom." Indian leaders were deeply saddened by these developments. On 14 August 1947, at the stroke of midnight, India became free. A new nation called Pakistan was formed out of India, which became an Islamic state. The first president of India was Dr. Rajendra Prasad, and Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru became the first Prime Minister of Free India. Sir, over.
Okay, so now it is over. So now I will show you a short video and try to understand this chapter, explain the chapter.